You weren't back here, Mr. Horn started to tell a story, and Ernie said, "Oh Lord, here we go." That's wonderful. Congratulations. Gil Brooks has more than 45 years in television and radio in 4 different states. It started when he was in high school. He announced commercials for a weekly live talent show at the local theater in his home city of Zanesville, Ohio. He joined WGKV in Charleston, at that time an NBC station. He was the station announcer there. He went to Florida after that and became an announcer for WORZ in Orlando. Gil came back to West Virginia. In 1952, he joined Joe Smith's WKNA, known as the personality station, with people like Bob Province and Fred Scott and Ted McKay and later Tom Murphy. When WKNA was sold, he went to work for Long Broadcasting, Channel 3 of Huntington, and they bought downtown Charleston TV studio. And soon he was handling radio operations and national sales. As Charleston's first TV news anchor, Gil originated daily reports, legislative coverage, and special events coverage. 4 years later, Gil was named the first executive, not to be a doctor, but the first executive to represent the West Virginia Society of Osteopathic Medicine. In the late 60s, Brooks was radio news editor of Ohio capital city in Columbus during the years when war protests were rife on college campuses. But in the early 70s, he took on area chamber relations and community development programs for the West Virginia Chamber of Commerce in Charleston. In addition to his chamber work, he spent most of the 70s and 80s as a part-time announcer on weekends for West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Throughout his career in both radio and TV, Brooks also wrote a local play broadcast for the anniversary of the Great Ohio River Flood. And in Charleston, he reported the West Virginia court decision for NBC. A long and distinguished career. Please welcome Gil Brooks.
My thanks to the West Virginia Hall of Fame for broadcasters and the Museum of Radio and Technology. Thank you for the honor and for all of your tributes to telecast people who have offered their lives to serving their respective audiences. My personal interest has corresponded with yours. One effort came about in April of 1996. State magazine, Loud, Wonderful West Virginia, published my article On the Air, which highlighted professionals in our state and appropriately attached a photo series of this museum. Again, my personal interest in broadcasting brought me back to West Virginia several times over the years, as you mentioned, and the Mountain State became my home and paramount concern. For her history, her people, and gracious hospitality. To all of you, thank you. My heartfelt best wishes.